Hello, everybody. It's Daniel speaking, and this is my fourth episode of Emotional English Podcast. So, I'm recording this podcast live, so I will not do any editing here. So, you will just listening to it live, okay? Today, I'm not reading any mini stories, as always, but I want to make a little discussion about my word list, which I prepared for today. And you will learn some new words, and that's why you're here, and that's why you're learning and listening this beautiful podcast, right? So if you want to learn English language, you have to be around a lot of English words, right? So that's why people are learning the language. They want to speak. They want to be understandable. They want to speak proficiently, right? They want to do it easy and effortlessly, right? Without any problem. And that's why I will show you some interesting words which you can find inside of English language. So, I'm not just giving you a word here. I will give you a little sentence or situation. So I will read it for you and then we'll discuss. I will ask you a couple questions according to it. You will give me the reply, okay? So let's begin. The first phrase is, it sounds like a bummer. What does it mean? It sounds like a bummer. Any ideas? I'll give you some time to think. Okay, you got it, right? So the bummer, what does it mean? When somebody's saying something kind of annoying or disappointing, you can call it a bummer. It's always can happen with everybody, right? So you can listen to a crazy conversation of your friend and you say, oh man, it sounds like a bummer. It's very annoying. It's very disappointing. The politicians, they're all times saying some bullcrap, right? So it's a bummer. It's something annoying. It's a disappointing info. So you don't like or you don't want to listen to it, right? So it's a bummer. Now I want to ask you, what is a bummer? Is it something pleasant, wonderful? Is it something which you enjoying? No, it's not. It's something annoying, disappointing, not very good, negative, right? Negative. It's a bummer, something annoying and disappointing. So the next word or phrase which I can discuss with you is the word mundane. Mundane. It's not Monday, right? It's mundane. It's a mundane day. It's a mundane week. It's a mundane, maybe I'll call it an emotion probably, right? Emotional part of you. It's a mundane. You're describing something with the word mundane when you feel that something is not interesting at all, and this uninteresting thing happening again and again and again and again. So this is mundane, all right? Your day can be mundane. The week can be mundane. When something is repeated a lot of times and it's not interesting. People who are having very exciting and fun life, they don't have mundane days at all because their life is interesting. They're doing and experiencing new things every day. And they have no mundane weeks, days, years at all. But when you have the same working day, the same activity, day after day, week after week, month after month, so you have a mundane life, not fun at all, right? It's a day full of dull, full of, let's say, uninteresting things or emotions. It's interestingless, right? Interestless day, right? Let's call this way. So what is a mundane? Is it something really good? Is these days are wonderful, pretty colorful? No, these days are not very colorful at all. These mundane days are terrible. They're full of dull. They're not interesting, okay? So the next combo is you look is very butch. Your look is very butch. Okay? What does it mean, butch? Very butch. Any ideas? Okay. So the butch means not very girly, okay? Masculine, all right? Very similar to man's appearance or clothes. Let's call it this way. So when you say your look is very butch, so it means that the lady looks like a guy, okay? Imagine the beautiful girl and she wearing, let's say, something like jeans and, the specific suit for the guy, right? This is not good. This is pretty masculine, right? It's not suit for the girl, for the beautiful blondie. The beautiful blondie need a dress or something cool, but not something for the guy, right? She looks very butch. You look very butch. So probably this type of word the girl can say to another girl when she looks terrible, okay? So what does it mean, butch? When you say something, your look is very butch, what do you mean by that? Do you mean you look very beautiful, like a real girl, like a nice lady? No, you're not. Absolutely. Your look is very butch, like a guy, okay? Your look is very guy style, okay? Not good, not girly at all. The next word or phrase which I want to discuss with you is, last time I'd seen demarcation like this while I was fighting with my girlfriend. Demarcation, very interesting word, right? Last time I had seen demarcation like this while I was fighting with my girlfriend. So what does it mean, demarcation? Very funny word. So I've catch that while I was watching, I think it was the series, The Office series. And the Dwight Schrute, if you remember who is the Dwight Schrute, he said something about boundaries, something about the borders, right? Or limits. He got his own table or something, and he was fighting with Jim, and he said something about demarcation. And I just wrote it down to remember this type of word. So, demarcation, what does it mean? Let's try to understand it as a boundaries or limits. And you're trying to fix these boundaries or limits, okay? It's the type of action which you do, and you're trying to work or fix the boundaries or limits. Imagine the girl is my girlfriend, right? And I'm fighting with her. I'm using very loud words, and I say that, you did this, you did that, so I don't like when you do this. And she said to me back that, okay, so let's fix our demarcation, right? Or our demarcation looks like not a good thing, right? So we need to fix our boundaries, right? So let's fix the demarcation, right? Demarcation, these boundaries which you're fixing, this is an action, okay? When you see the demarcation, it means that person trying to move the boundaries to somewhere, all right? Okay, so what is demarcation? Demarcation is something pleasant or unpleasant. This word can be positive and negative as well. It depends. You can increase your boundaries, right? You can make them bigger, or you can make them, smaller. So you can make them, less than before. You can do something stupid, and the girl is limiting you. So she's showing you the demarcation from the different side, from the different perspective, right? This is the demarcation when somebody's trying to limit or fix the boundaries for you. You have to be at home at 6 p.m. of course. But do never show me these demarcation again, okay? I don't want to see it anymore. I am a grown-up man, and I want to do and have my own life. Absolutely. So, demarcation. What is the demarcation again? It's the limiting, or it's something, is it the work with limits, with boundaries, or it's the work with your body and your face? No. It's not working with your face or body. It's the work with the boundaries and limits. Okay? The next word. I think I garner people's respect. I really love this one, actually. I think I garner people's respect. What does it mean, garner people's respect? Another meaning, I think I gathering or collecting kind of info or information from people's approval or people's respect. So when you garner something, you get some exception, right? Approval from people. And this is mostly formal word, I guess, because I've seen it in The Office again. It's the Michael Scott said, I think I garner people's respect. It means I gather, right? I gather and I collect people's interests, people's info, right? Approval. So people loves me. So that's what it means. I garner people's respect. So do you garner people's respect? Absolutely. So you can garner people's respect at your workplace, for sure. So people can accept, people can give you some good feedback, right? So you can garner people's respect, people's ideas, or whatever. It's pretty positive. So when you use the word I garner, do you mean you hate people? No. You're not hating. It's nothing about hating. It's about gathering. It's about collecting things, right? And what do you collect there? What are you garnering? You're garnering some positive info, in my example. Positive. I'm garnering some good information. I'm garnering people's respect right now, right? So people respecting me for my actions. Absolutely. So the next very cool phrase, it's really incalculable. It's really incalculable. I like it so much. It's from Michael Scott from The Office series. It's really impossible to count, right? It's impossible to calculate. Let's say, I want to build let's say, Egyptian pyramid, right? This beautiful big pyramids. It's incalculable how much resources, how much money you need to build this kind of thing. Of course, you don't need even the technologies. You have no technologies to build the pyramid nowadays, right? It sounds crazy and ridiculous, but it's true. All right? It's incalculable. So is it easy to calculate? Is it easy to calculate? Is it easy to count the effort about something when you use the word incalculable? No. The word incalculable means it's impossible to calculate. It's impossible to count, okay? So what you can't count? Is love incalculable? Yeah, why not? So you can't count it, right? Of course, you can say, this person, he loves me, but how much? You can say a little, too much, or, But basically, the love itself, incalculable term, right? You can't count it. And the last one, let's begin again. There are some rumors out here, or out there. What does it mean, the word rumors? Rumors. What does it mean? Okay. So it's not very, hard word, but it's, kind of circulating story or gossip, The gossiping or any kind of gossip story, it's the story related to, the real event which happened in the person's life or something. And people are sharing this thought or idea all over. And you're like, oh, really? There are some rumors, there are some, stories around, and they're circulating, right? Rumors means circulated or circulating story, okay? And this story is actual, so it's currently happening. So it's currently circulating story around, and you call it rumors. There are some rumors out there. Some rumors. So do you have some rumors about something? Let's say, do you have some rumors in your office about coronavirus? To be honest, I don't like these. I don't like these stories. But there are some, in these lockdowns happening right now, right? In all over Russia, we're experiencing this lockdowns. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I guess you are guys as well. But who cares? These rumors, they're out there, and we are here. We're sitting at home, and we're learning English. We're listening to a beautiful, emotional English podcast, and getting smarter and smarter day after day. So, rumors. So these rumors, are these stories which are very rarely happening in our life, and these stories are from the historical parts of our universe? Let's say the story about the scientist, like, who is that? Let's say Tesla, right? So he invented this creepy or crazy electricity type Tesla story, right? Scientific story. Is it a rumor? No, it's not a rumor. So rumors mostly, they are circulating stories which are actual right now. Gossips, right? Currently circulating stories, okay? And these reports could be doubtful, right? It's a doubtful truth. No doubt that it's true, okay? No doubt it is true. There are currently circulating story or reports or doubtful truths out there. Okay, I hope you memorized it. And let's face the last one, right? Why not? Why not? I think it's a pretty cool one. Can you reprimand him, please? Can you reprimand him, please? Said Dwight Schrute to Michael Scott in the office again. Can you reprimand him, please? What does it mean, reprimand? It means, can you blame him? Can you criticize him? Or it means, can you kiss him? Can you give him a good word publicly? Of course, when you say reprimand, it's the verb to reprimand. So you want to blame or criticize the person. You want to do that publicly, okay? Everybody see it. It means publicly. So you blame, you criticize somebody publicly. So you asking, can you reprimand him, please? You asking your boss about it. Excuse me, boss, can you reprimand him, please? So what do you ask for your boss if you want to blame or criticize somebody publicly? What? Reprimand, right? Reprimand. Can you reprimand him, please? And another cool word, which is very similar to the word reprimand, is rebuke. Can you rebuke him? Rebuke, the same, criticize. And you do it publicly, okay? People see it. And this is very, I'll say, it's very bad, You feel anxious after that. So you feel very shy after that. So nobody wants to be reprimanded, right? So rebuked, nobody. Everybody want to hide and keep the bad moments in secret, right? Okay, so this is the whole list which I prepared for you for today. So I hope you guys liked it. So, and if you like this type of podcast, I'm not reading anything. I'm just saying the word. Maybe sometimes I do some mistakes. You just need to understand I'm not a native speaker here, but I'm helping you to learn the language. So that's why I can do some of the mistakes, and these are fine. And I'm completely proclaiming that people need to do more mistakes, because these mistakes are very good for you. You can practice and you can evolve better while you are having these mistakes. So you can see them, you can think about them, and just practice. This is the best. So thank you guys for listening my another episode of podcast, and this is the emotional English podcast. Thank you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Have a good one. And if you guys have any questions or any feedback, please send me the message, direct message, to my Instagram. It's Bondarison, okay? Bondarison, okay? That's my Instagram page. See you later and have an amazing week. Bye-bye.